Yeah, baby.
To be the man. You gotta beat the man.
All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report today for Friday. It is Friday, August 2nd. Hopefully having yourself a good start to your weekend. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and check out the free Raymond Report each and every day right here at atsstats.com. Once you get to the website, go to MLB, NFL, CFL, and come and get the free tip sheet each and every day, which includes a stats and trends at the bottom of the page. And you can see right here the Cubbies are 36-14 as a home team, coming off a 1-run win the last 4 years. And those are the stats and trends you get here each and every day at atsstats.com. All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicap champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It's a overcast day today in the nation's capital. It's going to be a hot one again. We reached about 31, 32 here yesterday, so it was kind of hot, but you know what? It's cool inside when you're inside and you're doing the work and you're watching some baseball. Watched a little preseason football last night, the Hall of Fame game. Unfortunately, it got interrupted by a little weather delay, and there was lightning in the area, so they had to cancel the game. And not a good way to start off the 2024 season, having to refund all those bets. But it's good if you had the Houston Texans, bad if you had the Chicago Bears, and hopefully, unfortunately, it was one of those situations. But the good news is the sun came up today. The day ends in Y, and why not get right back on the horse today and get back to what we do and we love best, and that is sports handicapping. And we're going to look at all the baseball games here today. We got some stake races today at Saratoga. Hey, Canadian Football League, a little upset last night in the CFL. Hopefully Vernon Adams Jr. is not too injured. He left the game late in the third quarter. And man, what about that Winnipeg Blue Bomber defense last night, showing up, stepping up, and keeping up against one of the top teams in the CFL, the BC Lions. So congrats if you're a Winnipeg fan, because you got the dub. That's all that really matters. And we do have some good games today in baseball. We got some good matchups, and don't forget, check out atsstats.com. As you know, this week I was more geared into situational handicapping. And one thing I'm going to look at today is, and I'm going to go a little bit more in detail, is the whip factor, right? Walk hits, innings pitch. And we'll talk more about the whip factor, starting pitchers, and we'll go deep down inside the game. And guys, check out the website. Got some great pitching matchups for you today. Got some information that you might want to look at, the top and best worst pitchers for the 2024 season, and it's all here at the website atsstats.com. All right, we always start off the show by let's go feed the ponies today. And again, we're going to go to Saratoga. I got some stake races I'm going to share with you, and time to feed the ponies. Good morning, Timothy, and good morning, Julian. Good to have you on board the bullpen.
1 minute to post time. Approaching the gate.
All right, get them in and get them out.
They're moving into the gate.
Yeah, they're off and running today at Saratoga Springs in New York. And if you look at the stakes, there's a couple of stake races here today. I believe in race number 1, the National Museum Racing Hall of Fame Stakes, grade 2. And we're gonna handicap that game, and also the Fasig tipped on Saratoga Oaks Invitational, and I think that's in race number 9, and we'll take a look at that in just a few minutes. All right, let's go to, actually no, that's race number 1. So race number 1 is stakes race. It's I don't know if it's a stakes race, but it doesn't say stakes right here. It's a $100,000 maiden special weight race, 110 post time, 6.5 furlongs on the dirt, and we're gonna recommend 652 in race number 1 today at Saratoga. Saratoga. And you got Giroux taking a ride here on the 6 horse. Delafai is 5-2 morning line. Quiet Confidence with Tyler Gaffalione taking a ride on the 5 horse. Quiet Confidence is 6-1 morning line. And Flavian Pratt going to ride Lady Pink, one of the favorites in race number 1. Lady Pink 3-1 morning line. Flavian Pratt 28% in the money last 100 races. 6-5-2 in race number 1 today at Saratoga Springs. And if you're going to do an exacta, 6-5, 5-2, 2-1. And if you're going to go the trifecta route, how about we go trifecta? Let's do 6-5-2, 1-5-2 trifecta route. Always remember to use those trifecta boxes. All right. Hey, Brian Batista's in the house. I wonder if that's my good friend Brian from Ottawa. Good morning, Brian. How you doing, buddy? And good morning. I like the hat. Yeah, you know what? I thought I'd go Montreal Expo this morning. A little retro this morning. I look at all the banners on the website today, and I said, I'm feeling a little retro today. Hey? Look at all these retro banners on the website. Some vintage banners. You can't get more vintage than this one right here, right? And yeah, so little retro this morning. So I said, hey, you know what? It's a Friday. Maybe every Friday I wear my Expo hat. Hey, just a little tribute to La Belle Province and the Big O. Hey, and Who's Mizzou is in the house. It's the network. Show me the money for my good friend Who's Mizzou.
Show me the money!
Yeah, let's show you the money. Let's get the pearls, baby. Let's go get those pearls. You can be, hey, like my good friend says, you can be a Nobel Peace Prize winner, but if you don't give them the pearls, they won't come back. All right, the pearls is winning picks and winning information. And the two things we always have on this show is, number 1.
Can we have fun? You're damn right. I demand that we have fun.
And number 2.
I want winners.
And when Mike wants winners, Mike will get winners. All right, speaking of winners, let's go to the opening bell. And man, don't look at the stock market. If you're in the stock, if you like to trade stocks, not a good day to be looking at the stock market. Good thing I sold a long time ago. All right. Let's go to the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and let's see what the favorites, the underdogs, and the over-unders did on a light card on Thursday. Yeah, it was pretty light on Thursday, and it was 3-2 for the favorites, 3-2 to the over-under, 3-2 for the run line underdogs. And you look at the 7-day average, 59.1% of the favorites have cash tickets the last 7 days in Major League Baseball, and 52.6 on the run line for the dogs. And if you're betting totals, man, we're in an overs market right now. Everything seems to be going over. 67.4% of the games in Major League Baseball have gone over the last 7 days. And you know what? We're getting into August. We're getting a lot of the AAA pitchers coming up. We're getting a lot of call-ups. So you land a lot of tired arms right there, right? Like you saw Garrett Cole this week, just fatigue. And they sat him out in his last starts. I think it was against Philly. And next thing you know, more pitchers are going to probably get a little bit of rest, right? Speaking of pitching, last night we had the under in that Atlanta and the Miami game. And had the under in that game. Wasn't looking good after the first inning. It was 3-0 with Max Meyer taking the starting assignment for the Marlins. And then the pitching coach came out, gave him a little pep talk, and then he relaxed, and we cruised into a 4-3 victory for the Braves, and we got the under. So nice little win right there for the under in the Marlins and Braves game, and hopefully you guys were able to cash in on that. All right, let's get to the baseball games today, and as we always do, we get Harry Carey to get us kicked off.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, what a better way to kick off the Friday baseball with Harry Carey talking about the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals are going to send Eric Fetty, newly acquired Eric Fetty from the White Sox, just across town. Hey, didn't have to, just took a Uber across to Wrigley, and he's ready to go against Javier Assad, who is 5-3, a 3.23 ERA, a whip of 1.35, up against Eric Fetty. You know what? Eric Fetty is having a pretty good season, even though he's with the White Sox, and now he's he's going to take his first assignment with the Cardinals. He's 7-4, 3.11 ERA, and he's got a whip of 1.14. So, you know what? Maybe the under might be worth a look here today, but I'm seeing 7.5, and I'm thinking maybe the wind is blowing into Wrigley today. And yeah, it sure is. Hey, it's 77 degrees right now at Chicago, and the 14 mile an hour wind at Wrigley. So that's why maybe the total is a little low at 7.5. Now the computer pick gonna go with the team that blew it. Hey, they lost last night. There was my slap shot here. Hey, we're losing. Why did we lose that game last night? Hey,
We're losing!
Yeah, we're losing. Last night the Cards gave it up, and Hensley came in and couldn't hold the door, man. It was, when your closer comes in, that's when the confidence comes in, right? It's like Mariano Rivera when he came in, you knew that it was lights out, right? But unfortunately, last night for the Cards, a 5-4 loss against the Cubbies. Today they're gonna have a 47.9% chance of winning against 47.3%. So right there on the cow, pretty much balanced. And I got 4.17 for St. Louis, 3.86 for the Cubbies. The over-under landing on 8.03. Looking at Chicago's last 10 games, 5-5 straight up, 4-5-1 to the over-under. I did have the Cards listed at minus 142 on my value index, and you're getting some plus money right now. And Gabriel Miart is in the house. Good morning, Gabriel. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your morning. And you know what? I kind of like St. Louis getting a little bit of a little energy here with newly acquired Eric Fetty. And let me see what the run line is. I don't know if we go get that Geico insurance today. No, the Geico insurance is on the Cubs. But you know what? Let's breeze through this, and then I'll give you my initial reaction on the game. But so far, my initial lean is on St. Louis on the St. Louis money line. It's too bad we're not getting the Geico insurance, but over under, that total's a little bit too low. I got 8.03. Winds blowing in at Wrigley. I don't think the total is where you want to go today in Chicago. All right, let's go to Pittsburgh, PNC Park, one of the nicest parks in baseball. In fact, that's the next one on my bucket list. Once a year, I like to go to one baseball park, and I think Pittsburgh is my next stop. Pittsburgh taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks, one of the hottest teams right now in Major League Baseball. They're 7-3 straight up in the last 10. They're going to send Brandon Pfaadt to the hill today against Luis Ortiz and his 5-2, 2.75 ERA. And Brandon Pfaadt is 5-6, a 3.92 ERA. And both these teams playing some decent baseball. And Pittsburgh, they took 2-3 against Houston off the 5-4 loss. Every game was competitive at Minute Maid. And keep in mind, that game was on the road and they won the series, right? So looking at the computer forecast, Arizona on the road this season, 27-26, 31-25 at Chase Field, and I do have the Arizona Diamondbacks winning this one, 4.7 to 4.1 the over/under at 8.87. Arizona coming in on a 3-game win streak. Their last 5 games I've gone over the total, while the Pittsburgh Pirates no streaks to talk about. On the value index, I got minus 114 here on Arizona. You're getting 128. And you know what? I do like Arizona today. I wonder if Kirk Cousins likes Arizona. Kirk Cousins, do you like Arizona?
You like that? You like that?
I do like that. Give me Arizona over the Bucks. Hey, going against Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is one of those teams that, from a public market psychology, confidence-wise, I think a lot of people want to go against Pittsburgh because they haven't been a really good franchise the last 3-5 years. So I think there's that initial reaction to go to bet against them, right? But the way Arizona's been playing, how can you bet against Arizona these days? All right, Brandon Pfaadt, and as the Hawk would say,
you can put it on the board, yes!
All right, let's go to Detroit, Comerica Park, where Cole Reagan's going to go up against Tarek Skubal. You know what? This one here screams under right from the get-go. Cole Reagan's the lefty, 7-7 on the year, a 3.37 ERA, a whip of 1.17, and up against Tarek Skubal, who's going to be up there in the Cy Young conversation. Skubal 12-3, a 2.35 ERA, a whip of 0.92. What's the over-under in this one? It's at 7. And looking at Kansas City, they're coming in hot. They're on a 4-game win streak, while the Tigers on a 4-game slide. So you got two teams going in the opposite direction. Minus 151 was my line here on the Tigers. And Skubal at home this year, he's been pretty much money in the bank. The lefty at home this season at Comerica Park is 7-0 and a 1.95 ERA and a whip of 0.85. So Kansas City, you're going to have to bring your A game today if you're going to want to beat Tarek Skubal and the Detroit Tigers. I'm going to go this one under the total. I'm going to play this one under the total between Kansas City and Detroit, and let's hope we can get the cash today at Comerica Park. First pitch, 6:40 Eastern.
You can put it on the board, yeah! Yes!
All right, let's head on over to Washington, where the Nationals going to take on the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, the Brew Crew coming off a 6-2 loss last game against the Atlanta Braves. They're playing on 1 day's rest. Hey, you know what? Don't feel bad for them. They're 61-47 on the season, 5-5 in the last 10 games. Today, Frankie Montas, newly acquired Frankie Montas, is going to go up against Jake Irvin of the Washington Nationals, and the Nats off a 5-4 loss to Arizona last game. They're 3-7 in their last 10 contests. Milwaukee on the road this year. They are 30-26, 31-21 at Miller Park, and they're in a neutral cycle right now. So in the Raymond Report, we look at teams. So I don't look at winning streaks. I look at how teams do in a 7-game cycle. If a team is in a bear cycle, that means they're 0-7, 1-6, 2-5 last 7 games. And if a team is in a bullish cycle, it's the opposite: 7-0, 6-1, 2-5, 5-2. And if a team is in a neutral cycle, like the Milwaukee Brewers are, that means they're either 4-3, 3-4 last 7 games. So that's like a win one, lose one type game in the cycle, in the 7-game cycle. And today, Milwaukee going to send Frankie Montas, a 4-8 record, 5.01 ERA, a whip of 144. And Frankie was his last team was Cincinnati. Let me take a look at some of his starts last. Let me see here. Frankie Montas last start. It was with Cincinnati on July 24th against Atlanta. Went 4.1 innings, 101 pitches, 10 hits, 4 runs, 6 Ks, 3 walks. Yeah, Frankie walks a lot of batters. But you know what? A new team, new energy, and Cincinnati wasn't. I don't think they were that. That bad of a team, even though they had their hiccups. But Cincinnati, let me see the record right here. Cincy. 27-29 at home, 25-27. Yeah, so almost like a couple of games below 500. But going to Washington's a scrappy team, though. The one thing with the Nationals, you're always going to get your A game. And let me take a look at Washington's last few games. One thing I like to do whenever I'm on the fence, and the only reason I'm on the fence is because Frankie's coming over from Cincinnati. I know he's going to be hyped, but it's on the road. Maybe that's a good thing. He's on the road. Won't have that home pressure to impress the fans at home. But let me take a look at. I just want to take a look at Washington's last couple of games using the Rain Report. All right, the bullpen's pretty quiet this morning. That's what we call our chat box. So if you go on our YouTube channel and you want to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're located, come in the bullpen, make a roll call, say good morning, good afternoon, and if you say good morning, we'll give you a good Robin Williams Good Morning Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Yeah, let's get this party started here on the right footing here for a weekend. Hey, hoo-ha, the weekend is here. All right, Arizona 5-4. Yeah, woodshed game right there. They got taken out beyond the woodshed. 17-0 against the Cardinals. I mean the Diamondbacks. 9-8. So 1-run game. That game you probably want to forget. 4-3. 14-3, they won that one. Yeah, take away this game here, and they've been pretty competitive. Milwaukee, you know what? I think a lot of people are going to be on the Brew Crew today. I think where you want to go. I think Washington is where you want to go. The only Jake Irvin. You know what? What's his record? 8-8, a whip of 1.08. And what's the? I'm going to take a look at the Geico Insurance right now on the Washington Nationals. And it's at minus 162. You know what? Gonna do it. Let's do it. Kirk Cousin, I do like this. Where's Kirk? Hey?
You like that? You like that?
I do like that. Yeah, give me Washington plus 1.5 runs at minus 162. And as the Hawk would say,
You can put it on the board, yeah!
all right, let's head over to the Bronx, where the New York Yankees is going to take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, the Blue Jays, man, it's a fire sale. Let's be honest. Hey, Blue Jays had a fire sale this week. They melded in. That's I'm not going to ruin my. I'm an Ottawa guy. I like the Blue Jays. I see what happened this week. It's like crap. And and normally, Ottawa people don't. Ottawa fans don't like Toronto sports teams. I don't know, it's a rivalry, right? But because Ottawa doesn't have, we have a minor league AAA baseball team here in the Frontier League, the Ottawa Titans. A little shout out to the Titans. I know they're in Quebec City this weekend, but it's too bad we don't have a team. Hey man, that's why I'm wearing my Expo hat, right? All right, so New York Yankees minus 152, 9 is the total. Marcus Stroman going up against Kevin Gausman of the Toronto Blue Jays. Now Gausman, not bad, 9-8, 4.44 ERA. A whip of 126. Yankees 7-5. Marcus Stroman 7-5. A 3.64 ERA. A whip of 135. Looking at the analytics in this one, you can see the Yankees 6-4 straight up in the last 10 games. They're on a 5-game win streak, and you know what? The good news is that Giancarlo Stanton is now back with the Yankees, and that's a good thing because you put Stanton back in the lineup, and now you look at the the top 5 pitchers. Okay, you got Verdugo leading off, Soto at 2. Imagine that. You got Juan Soto at 2, Judge, Austin Wells, and then you're putting Stanton in the 5th spot. No, I'm surprised not behind Judge, but that's interesting. And then Jazz Chisholm, what a great acquisition that's been. You know what? Yankees are rolling right now, and I don't want to be playing against the Yankees. I'm going to go New York Yankees today, minus 152. And man, this could be a woodshed game. Hey, this could be a woodshed game, I think. And Hawk, let's put this one on the board.
You can put it on the board, yes!
All right, let's go to Progressive Field where the Cleveland Guardians got the better of the Baltimore Orioles yesterday. 10-3 was the final. Today, Dean Kremer going up against Carlos Carrasco of the Cleveland Guardians. Carrasco 3-9 on the year, 5.68 ERA, a whip of 1.4. And looking at Dean Kremer, 4-7, 4.20 ERA, and a whip of 1.23. You know what? What's going on with the Baltimore Orioles these days? Let me head over to my super database. And I want to take a look at Baltimore. So what I have here at ATS, I got one of my smart databases. And if I ever want to see how a team has done, like say the last 30 days, I just go over here. I'll do all conferences, any teams versus righties or lefties. And let's do July 1st until August 1st. All right. And let's see if we can get some Baltimore. All right, so if you look at the American League East, 61 and 63. That's probably Baltimore Toronto bringing down the average of the American League East. American League Central, 57-67. American League West, 64-60, 51. Man, nobody's doing really that well except for National League West, 66-57. Imagine that. The best division the last month in baseball is the National League West, and it's only 53.6%. Anyways, looking at the Baltimore Orioles, 12 and 14.
Struggling.
Yeah, they're struggling. Look at the over-under. 17, 8, and 1 the last 30 days for the Baltimore Orioles. So, don't know what's going on in Baltimore right now. And you know what? Like I always said, it's hard for teams to go from gate to wire right out of the gate in April and go right to October baseball. It's a tough, it's a grueling schedule, 162 games, and injuries will occur. All right, so looking at Baltimore, Cleveland, and Carlos Carrasco. The only thing is, Carlos Carrasco, not crazy about his ERA of 5.68. Dean Kremer, 4.2. This might be an over game. And looking at the over for Baltimore, that just tells you everything right there. 9-0-1 last 10 to the over. And I think that's where you want to lean today in Cleveland. And I think the Guardians get the dub. All right. And as the Hawk would say,
you can put it on the board, yes!
All right, let's go to Cincinnati, the Great American Ballpark, where the San Francisco Giants coming off a 1-0 win last game against the Oakland Athletics. And looking at the Cincinnati Reds, they lost their last game, 13-4 against the Cubs. Yeah, I had the Cincinnati that game, unfortunately. And Andrew Abbott today, the lefty, going up against Kyle Harrison, one of the pitchers I talked about yesterday. I think Kyle's one of those under-the-radar pitchers because he plays on the West Coast. A lot of East Coast guys don't get to see a lot of Kyle Harrison. But Kyle is 6-4, a 3.69 ERA, a whip of 1.28. Andrew Abbott 9-7, 3.38, a whip of 1.26. Now looking at my forecast on the game, I do have Harrison and the Giants winning 4.69 to 4.2. The over/under 8.93. So we do like this game to fly under the total. And speaking of under, the last 2 games for the Giants have gone under the total. They're 4-6 in the last 10 to the under, and that's where I'm going to lean. I'm going to go under the total today, and I'm hoping Harrison brings his A game. And one last thing, how does Cincinnati do against Southpaws? Let's take a look at that. Let's go to my database, and let's go super database time. And let's do this. Actually, yeah, we'll do this way. Let's go super database. We got 4 databases here, so if you need some stats and trends, I'm sure we can get them here for you. All right, so let's do Cincinnati, right? Yeah, actually, we got two lefties. Hey, you got two southpaws going today. Anyway, we'll look at both of them. Let's look at San Francisco. We'll do overall, and then we'll do on the road. All right, San Francisco versus southpaws this season. Overall, survey says 16-23, 20-19 to the over/under, which I kind of like because it's even Steven. Away from Oracle, 5-12, 8-9 to the under. All right, so on the road, they don't do well against southpaws. How about Cincinnati overall against southpaws? Survey says 16-15-3 to the over/under, 15-19 at the Great American Ballpark. Home or away. Now let's go look at the Great American Ballpark. Cincinnati at home, 9-11-3 to the under. So, all right, you know what? Pretty even, right? Pretty balanced. So I'm going to stick with my card laid, card played type thing, and I'm going to go under the total today in Cincinnati.
You can put it on the board, yes!
All right, let's go to Atlanta with a nice win last night. 4-2 was the final. It was looking like an over game after the first inning, but again, pitching coach for Atlanta came out. Hey, gave him one of these. What the hell are you doing? Don't you see what you're doing? You're messing up the. I always laugh when the managers come up to the mound. Hey, it's like, well, what's this all about? We're starting to read lips now in Major League Baseball. Hey, the couple of things I always laugh when I watch baseball games now is the coaches when they come to the mound right away with this, or when a player makes a hit, right? They look to the dugout, they'll do this or whatever. It's like, all right, hey. Good old team chemistry. I love it. All right, the Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. The Marlins. Now, I'm getting mixed signals here on my starting pitcher. I know on my feed it says Valente Beloso, but some of the outlets that I look at says Sean Anderson. So I'm going to go with Sean Anderson, but I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys have? Who do you guys starting for Miami? If it's Sean Anderson, he's 0-2 at 11.42 ERA. Not that good. Yeah, that's not good, eh? Yeah, not good at all. And then you got Spencer Swellenbach doing pretty good. 4-5, not a great record, but 4.06 is his ERA, but a whip of 1.06. So what does that tell you? Hey, a whip of 1.06. Do we go back to the under today? And the Atlanta Braves now on a 3-game win streak. They're playing the Marlins. The Marlins are 5-5 last 10. It should be Atlanta here, but I'm not laying 250. I'm gonna go either. I don't know if I want to go back to the well. You know what? Because of the pitching uncertainty, I'm going to go. If you're going to play this one, yeah, you know what? When in doubt, get out. I'm not laying 250 on an Atlanta Braves game. That's one thing. Hey, you got to exercise some money management here today. But if you do like Atlanta, probably marry them with a parlay. And put that one on the board.
You can put it on the board, yes!
All right, let's go to Texas and Globe Life Park in Arlington, where the Boston Red Sox, off a 3-2 win last game against the Mariners, are going to send Cutter Crawford. Hey, best name in baseball for a pitcher. Cutter Crawford, 6-8, 3.60 ERA, a whip of 1.08, really good whip. And Jose Urena, newly acquired Jose Urena, going to pitch here for the Texas Rangers. 3-5, 3.07 ERA, a whip of 1.23. Looking at Texas, their last game, a 10-1 loss, or that's not a loss, that's a spanking. A 10-1 spanking to the St. Louis Cardinals. And I do have the Boston Red Sox winning today, 4.7 to 4.2, over under at 8.94. So we do have this game going. Let me see here. Under the total, 8.94. And you know what? Let me take a look at the Geico Insurance here at Bookmaker. And Boston. Let me see. Boston Red Sox. Their favorite, minus 145. I was hoping they'd be an underdog when you get some Geico Insurance. Anyways, I'm going to go Boston Red Sox. I'm going to go with Cutter Crawford. Hey, give me Cutter over Jose Urena, and you can put that one on the board.
You can put it on the board, yes!
All right, let's go to Minnesota, Target Field, where the Chicago White Sox going to take on the Minnesota Twins as a big road underdog. Look at the Twinkies here. Minus 291 is the price tag. Joe Ryan up against Davis Martin, and Joe Ryan on the year, 6-7, 3.62 ERA, but a whip of 0.92. Not too many pitchers in Major League Baseball have a double-digit whip of under 1, right? You can think of Tarek Skubal. You can think of, actually, you know what? I did an article this morning on it. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at the pitchers with the best whip in baseball right now. And you got Logan Gilbert, a whip of 0.90. Skubal, 0.92. George Kirby at 1. Ronel Blanco at 1. Crochet in the Chicago White Sox, 1.01. Bailey over 1.01. Lugo, Zach Wheeler, Tanner Huck, and Pablo Lopez 1.04. And yeah, I'm surprised that we don't. Let me see here. Yeah, Joe Ryan. We have to take a look at that here. Joe Ryan should be on this list here too. Anyways, going back to target field, I got 5.8 to 3.1 the over-under at 8.95. So we do like this game to fly over the total of 8.5. However, you know what? Minnesota, last 10 games, 7-3 to the over. So I'm not going to touch the total in this one. What's the Kogo's chance of game going over the total based on the percentage play? I got the chance of going over at 42%. And you got Joe Ryan going against Davis Martin. Hey, who's Davis Martin? And Chicago White Sox on a 16-game losing streak.
Holy cow!
Yeah, not good. Not good. I'd like Minnesota here, but I'm not laying a 291. And I'd probably play the over in that one.
You can put it on the board, yeah!
All right, let's head on over to Minute Maid Park, where Yusei Kikuchi going to make his Astros debut against Shane Baz of the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, the Rays off a 6-2 loss to the Miami Marlins, while Houston, they won 5-4, but lost the series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, the Houston Astros only 4-6 in the last 10 games, while Tampa Bay is 6-4. And you know what? I want to see how Tampa Bay does against Houston in Houston. I want to see if we have a problem here. Houston, do we have a problem? Let me go Tampa Bay. Let me check out the Tampa Bay Rays on the road against the Houston Astros. Where's Houston? All right, there we go. Houston, we'll do last 10 games. Survey says 5-5, 3-6-1 to the under. Last time they played was last July, 28-29-30, and Tampa Bay took 2 of 3. Look at that, one game. Houston won 17-4. Hunter Brown against Archie Bradley. Hey, Archie Bradley. All right, is that Taj Bradley? All right, so Houston minus 152. We're getting some good value here. Let me take a look at Baz's number right here on the season. Shane Baz, the Baz man. 0-1, 3.66 ERA. Okay, now Shane, is he mostly a bullpen pitcher here? All right, what's going on here? Let's check out. All right, so yeah, it doesn't get a lot of starts here. Yeah, he was a call up. All right, was it Durham? AAA. All right, so he just called up, and he's got 4 starts and 6 innings, 4.1, 3.1, 6 innings. Normally goes between 68 to 92 pitches. Pretty good K ratio. 6 Ks against Texas, 5 against the Yankees, only 1 against the Yankees. So he played back-to-back against the Yankees, only lasted 3.1 innings, and then the 6 innings against Cincinnati. Minute Maid Park's going to be tough, though. Let me check out the Geico Insurance. I kind of like Tampa Bay in this spot. Tampa Bay plus 153. Yeah, let's go Tampa Bay. I'm going to play the Rays. I like the fact they got Morel from Chicago. And you look at that lineup for the Rays. It's not that bad, actually. You got Yandy Diaz leading off. And then you have, let me see here, Caballero, Morel, DeLuca, Siri, Curtis Mead, Carlson, Walls, Alex Jackson. Yeah, not a lot of familiar names right now in the Tampa Bay lineup. Then you're facing Altuve, Bregman, Alvarez, Diaz, Pena, Singleton, Mayers, Caratini, and McCormick. Yeah, big difference in lineup right here. But you say Kikuchi, how does Tampa Bay do against Southpaws? That's the other question, right? Let me see. Tampa Bay against Southpaws. This season so far, 17-10. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad record. How about on the road? 5-5, 6-4. And Yusei Kikuchi, how does he do against the Houston Tampa Bay Rays? Let me go to my pitching matchup here. Let's go to Yusei, not Yu Darvish. Yusei Kikuchi. Let's do last 10 against Tampa Bay, since they played in the played American League East. Kikuchi last couple starts against Tampa Bay. All right, so it was 5-1 for Tampa, 7-3. All right, so Tampa Bay, has won his last 2 starts against Yusei Kikuchi, which is pretty good. All right, I'm going to go Tampa Bay. I'm going to take a little flyer here. I know public consensus might be with the Houston Astros here. Sometimes you got to swim against the current, right? You got to go against the grain. I'm going to go Tampa Bay plus 1.5 runs. And as the Hawk would say,
You can put it on the board. Yeah.
all right. Hey, what's going on with the bullpen this morning, eh? Yo, what up, Jermaine Connolly? There he is. Hey, bullpen, a little nappy time today for the bullpen or what, eh? But it is Friday. I know people probably getting ready for here long weekend too here in Ontario and in Canada. I don't know if in Canada, but I know in Ontario it's the civic holiday. And yeah, so maybe it's is it our holiday in the States on this weekend? I'm not sure. All right, New York Mets taking on the LA Angels. The Halo's going to send Tyler Anderson against newly acquired Paul Blackburn. What a great acquisition that is. That when you look at that trade, that's like a under the radar type trade, right? Paul Blackburn, when he played with Oakland, and when he pitched with Oakland, he did very well. And I thought that was a great acquisition for the New York Mets. Now they're going to be a 129 favorite. In my value index, I had the Mets at 132, and you know what? I do like this. As Kirk Cousins would say,
You like that? You like that?
I do like that. I think that's a great acquisition for the Mets. Give me the New York Mets over the Halos, and you can put it on the board.
You can put it on the board. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Blackburn, 4-2, a 4.41 ERA, a WHIP of 1.16. That's pretty good. All right, let's head over to San Diego Petco, where they're finishing up their series against the LA Dodgers with a big 8-1 win over Kershaw in their last game. Today they're going to send Randy Vasquez to the hill against Austin Gomber, the lefty, and the bookmakers making the Padres a 173 favorite, and the over-under set at 8. I got the Padres winning this one, 4.7 to 3.8. The over-under 8.52. So we do like this game to fly over the total. I know that does that total look a little low to you guys? Tyler Anderson 9-5 on the year. And let me see here. Tyler Anderson is 8-9. I got 8-9. Could be a different Anderson. All right. Vasquez has been balling, says Jermaine Connolly. 3-6. I don't know if that's balling. 3-6 on the year. A 4.82 ERA, a WHIP of 1.56. Austin Gomber, 2-7, 4.79. You know, sometimes pitchers get on a bad team and it just can't shake it, right? Colorado last game, a 5-4 win over the Angels. And let me see, what's the line value? 165. I got 173. Yeah, you know what? Fair market value if you like San Diego. And I do like San Diego in this one. Last 5 games I've gone over. I think this one goes over again. I'm not going to play the side. I think you go over between the Rockies and the Padres, and you can put that one on the board.
You can put it on the board. Yeah.
All right, let's go to L.A., the Coliseum, where the Oakland Athletics taking on the L.A. Dodgers, playing in front of family and friends. Minus 153 is the line, 8.5 is the total. And, there's Rusty. My little security system going off there. What's up, Rusty? All right, minus 153, 8.5 is the line. And we have Gavin Stone going up against Joey Estes. And Gavin Stone on the campaign, 9-4, 3.34 ERA, a WHIP of 1.26, while Joey Estes, 4-4, 4.92 ERA, a WHIP of 1.25. And we do have the Dodgers winning this one, 4.93 to 4.1, the over-under, landing on 9.05. So we do have this game going over the total. And you know what? I kind of like the over in this one too. But Gavin Stone, let me see his last start. Pretty good ERA, 3.34. I don't know if I want to mess with that. Hey? I don't want to mess with Gavin Stone these days here. Let me see. Gavin Stone, last 6 innings, 99 pitches, 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 home runs though. He's given up 2, 3, 4, 5 home runs in the last 5 games. So you know what? Only 3 Ks. This could be an over game. Give me the over between the Dodgers and the Oakland Athletics. And you know what? The Dodgers probably want to forget about that series against the Padres. So different place, different time, and maybe a new setting in Oakland. We'll see. How does the Dodgers do in Oakland? Let me go look at the LA Dodgers. Let's take a look on the road in Oakland, and we'll do last 10 games. Survey says 3-7, 2-8 to the under. Ooh boy, not good at all. Hey, not the interesting. Maybe hold the door there. Hey, hold the door, hang on here. Let me go take a look at some other stats. I got to go to the big tip sheet now. I don't like that. I didn't like that stat. Oakland and Dodgers. See, I didn't put it on the board yet, so that's why I'm holding my my cards here. All right, Gavin Stone, I'm taking up 5 and 5, 7-3. Minus 170 is my line, 151. So the bookmaker is a little nervous here at 151. I had 170, so why is the bookmaker nervous at 151 here? Hey, they're 22 and 14 against C-type teams on the road. Again, C-type teams are teams below 500. 29 and 26. So you look at the Dodgers at home, 34 and 20. Yeah, you know what? Interconference game 2, right? Non-conference opponent, 7-11 to the under. I think the under is where you want to go. I think the under is where, with Gavin Stone, you know what? I'm going to change that one. I'm going to go under the total between the Dodgers and Joey Estes and his 4.92 ERA. Let's go under the total. Now we can put it on the board.
You can put it on the board, yes!
And Jermaine Connolly says, so Ron, tell me which stadium is bad coming out other than Colorado. Which stadium is bad coming out? What do you mean by coming out in other than Colorado? Wrigley on a windy day could be challenging. The short porch in the Bronx. What else? Other stadiums. I just don't know what you mean by that. Which stadium is bad coming out? What does that coming out mean? Also, I like over in the O's game and Cubs. You passed them, right? Baltimore and Cubs. The Cubbies, I had... What did I have in the Cubs game? I had St. Louis. And Baltimore. I like the over in that game. All right, so give me the under between the Dodgers and the A's. All right, last game on the board, and it's a pretty good one, at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, where the Mariners are going to host the Philadelphia Phillies off that 6-5 loss to the Yankees. Man, they're on a 4-game losing streak right now. They're happy the Yankees are out of town. Last 3 games have gone over the total for Philadelphia, while the Seattle Mariners last game, a 3-2 loss to the Boston Red Sox. And we do like the Phillies to win this one, 3.97 to 3.87, the over-under, 7.84. Now, Seattle pretty busy at the trade deadline, and now Randy Rosarino going to make some new friends out there, maybe in left field, and we'll see Brian Wu. I like Brian Wu. Hey, Brian. Yeah, 4-1, a 2.35 ERA, a whip of 0.89. I do like that. And I like the under a little bit better. I do like the under. Tyler Phillips, though, 3-0, 1.80. Yeah, but Tyler's what? Could you woo-woo? There you go, Brian Wu. Hey, a little Ric Flair on a Friday morning. All right, let me take a look here of some of the numbers. I want to take a look at numbers of Tyler Phillips. Okay. Tyler Phillips, 3-0, 1.80 ERA. Picked up the win against the Guardians. All right, so he's a AAA call-up. He's had 4 starts in the Major League. And you know what? Tyler Phillips is beat the Guardians. He went 9 innings. Holy crap, that's pretty good. 6 innings against Pittsburgh. Yeah, I like the under in this game. I really like the under. Probably be one of my top plays. All right, give me the under between Philadelphia and Seattle. Let's hope Brian can have his A game today with that 0.89 whip. All right, there you have it. That is my Major League Baseball previews and predictions today for Friday. It's supposed to be a football Friday, but there's no football except for CFL for August 2nd. But you know what? Next week, we do have some NFL preseason games to talk about. Philly's been giving up so many runs lately. Yeah, you know what? Philadelphia, Baltimore. 2 teams that out of the gate, 88 out of the gate pretty quick, and they're going through a hiccup right now, right? And I say it all the time. Teams, you can't go gate to wire thinking you're going to lead the pack the whole way, right? You're going to get those hiccups once in a while, but that's going to be a great game tonight in Seattle. All right, let's head over to... don't forget, check out the website. Got some great articles today for you guys and some matchup previews, some horse racing. If you like horse racing, we got a good horse racing section. Go to our premium section, and we got a lot of good tracks going. We got Del Mar, we got Gulfstream Park, we got Saratoga. Saratoga's our free tipsy today. Where's Woodbine? No Woodbine today? Yeah, there's Woodbine in Toronto. And go feed the ponies today, courtesy of the Raymond Report, the Raymond Track Report. All right, Eric Pompey is in the house. Any 2 games, no run first inning today. You know what? That's a good question. Any first run innings? I think that Seattle game was a good one. I think Seattle, no first run, Philadelphia, Seattle. I think that could be a good one. And I also think the Mets with Paul Blackburn going against the Angels could be another one. I think those 2 right there, Eric, could be good. Looking for 2 games with no runs first inning, trying to cash in early. Go to bed early there, Eric? Hey, you want to cash in early? Going to bed? Hey, a little nappy time early tonight or what? All right, let's...
Straight cash.
I want to get that straight cash. Let's go to the 80% Club stats brought to you by the Raymond Report.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Practice, man. I mean, how silly is that?
Nope, not silly at all, because let's go to, you know what, it's Friday. Hey, the weekend's here. Hoo-ha, the weekend is here. Let's go to the 80% Club's Raymond Report. I want to see if we have any system trends to share with you guys. All right, so we already shared this one. The Cubbies, as a home team, coming off a 1-run win last 4 years, 36-14. I kind of like St. Louis though in that spot. Let's go to Arizona, Pittsburgh, see if we can find a system in this one. And let's scroll down to the bottom. Oh, a lot of unders. Look at that. The Arizona Diamondbacks as a road team, as a road favorite, 9-3 to the under, while the Bucks, the Bucks tops here in Pittsburgh as a home team, coming off a left-handed pitcher, 9-2 to the under in their next contest. Pretty good stat right there. I think Kirk Cousins likes that.
You like that? You like that?
Yep, I do like that. It's not bad. It is not bad. All right, Detroit, Kansas City. Yeah, this one screams under. The under is 13-4 for the Royals as a road team coming off a 1-game series, in game 1 of a series this season. So, is this game 2? Wait a minute here. Well, did these 2 teams play yesterday? I think they did, right? I'm going to be 56 there in a few weeks. I'm already, yeah, it was 7-1. All right, game 2 of a series. I knew that. Hey, I knew that. So, yeah, the under 13-4 for the Royals coming off game 1 of a series. So, game 2, 13-4. I do like the under in that game. I do like it a lot. All right, let's go to Washington. I do like Washington today, plus 1.5 runs. Thanks. I'm really on a mission to cover the 100,000 this month. Wow. If you make 100,000, Eric, hopefully you tip well. Hey, hey, hope you tip well.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, I'll take straight cash. All right, Milwaukee taking on the Washington Nationals. The Brew Crew, 9-4 as a road team, coming off a 4-run loss the last 4 years. And I don't like that because I like Washington today. But you know what? I like them on the run line. So if you do win, Milwaukee, just win by 1. Okay? Can you do us a favor? Just, don't win by 2. All right, the Yankees taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. I think this is going to be a woodshed game. Toronto Blue Jays, not bad though. 23-10 as a road team, coming off a game where they scored exactly 4 runs the last 2 years. Yeah, that's when they had National League, Major League players in their lineup, not all a bunch of callers from Buffalo. Lex Steele, the man of steel, is in the house. Good morning, Lex. And Lex, you get a good morning Vietnam right there.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Yeah, and the Yankees 8-2 to the under as a home team, coming off a win against the National League East division opponent the last 3 years. I like the Yankees here, and hopefully it's a spanking. All right, most definitely your information is the real deal. All right, Eric. Yes, my guy. Eric's my guy. All right, Baltimore, Cleveland. The over 11-2 for the Orioles, a road team coming off a loss against a righty, and the Guardians are 10-2 as a home team coming off a left-handed pitcher this season. Pretty good stats right there. Pretty good stats. I think AI likes those stats. Let's go to Cincinnati. Jake Irvin, the record a win today, says Lex Steele. Really, you like Jake Irvin to get a win today, Lex? The man of steel, Lex Steele, is in the house. All right, let's take a look at the stats and trends in this game. And we have the Cincinnati Reds as a home team playing the month of August the last 2 years, 16-4 to the under. That means they have cold bats. Is that what you're trying to tell us? It's freezing in Cincinnati this time of year. It's over to the ATL. Let's see what the ATL has in store for us today in stats and trends. Oh, there we go. We got our first system trend of the day.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, that's how you kick off a Friday morning, eh? little Michael Buffer in the morning. All right, anytime, yeah, I should just pass. Anytime anybody starts the conversations when a home team is minus 260 to 280, you should just pass, right? Unless you're gonna marry it with another parlay. Any Major League Baseball 260 to 280 home favorite versus a lefty versus division foe during a night game, coming off a night game, and they're coming off an under 15-3 straight up in their next game. And yeah, so I'm not recommending 250. What is it, 250? Come on. Hey, I think this is my first barbecue or something. Let's go to Texas. How about 3 good pitchers to go over or under the total strikeout? How about 3 good pitchers? You know what? I like Paul Blackburn to go under. If you can get a good Paul Blackburn, I think with newly acquired Paul Blackburn is going to do well for the Mets. All right, let's take a look at Texas and Boston. The Red Sox, no, that's not a good stat. 15-7 as a road team, as a road favorite this year. Not bad. And I do like Boston today. I like Cutter Crawford. Hey, I'm going to go with Cutter Crawford. Let's go to Target Field where Minnesota taking on a team on a 16-game losing streak. Let's crank up those system trends. You like that?
Let's get ready to rumble.
There we go. Let's get this party. Let's get this party started.
Y'all ready for this?
Bum, 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 bum. Hey, it's almost like basketball time though, right? All right. Anytime you got look at this. I'm not laying. Anytime you got a minus 300 or more home favorite versus a right-handed pitcher after a non-division game, coming off a 5-run win and coming off a win versus a right-handed pitcher, 16-0. It's a great stat, but it's a crappy line. Hey, almost went the S word there. 15-3. Look at Minnesota. 15-3 at home against C-type teams this year. You know what? If you're gonna play it in a parlay, just throw it into a parlay. But you know what? It's not even gonna pay. It's not even worth it. Hey, just I don't even know why I gave you that stat. All right, let me see. Oh, we got another one. Okay, here we go. Got a good system. NBA Jam game was out. The song came out there. NBA Jam game was out when that song came out. There we go, Scott. Little Dick Clark and Scotty this morning, eh? That's our Dick Clark of our music. CC Music Factory. Remember CC Music Factory? It was the 90s. All right, anytime you got a home team as a favorite on a 1 day off versus a non-division foe before a non-division game, coming off an over, allowed 4 runs against last game, coming off a win against a National Central opponent, 22-5 straight up. The reason I'm laughing, I go from this
Let's get ready to rumble.
to this. Hey, you know what? That's how you get people out of your house. When they've been, that's when you have a house party. You want people to leave. You put that music on. When they come in the door, you put this.
Let's get ready to rumble.
2 hours later, when you had enough. All right, time to go. Hey, time to go. Oh crap! There you go. That's what you get when you watch the show. You never know when you're gonna come. It's like a box of chocolate. All right. Hey, that's how we roll here at the Raymond Report. Hey, gotta have a good sense of humor. All right, it's time to go take a nap. Bye-bye. Nappy time, people. Time to go. Hey, or like I said, once they come in the door, you throw this on.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah. All right, overkill. Hey, come on, Ron, overkill. We talked about this. All right, the New York Mets, 11-1 as a road team, coming off a 5-run loss the last 3 years, 11-1 straight up. Pretty good. Hey, Kirk Cousins likes that. And the under 11-4 for the Halos as a home team, coming off a National League West opponent the last 2 years. Solo Riders, how you doing there, Solo? There's my guy. I love Solo Rider. Hey, Solo Rider's a longtime listener and a faithful, loyal fan of the show. Love you, Solo Rider. Play that sound again. Which one? You want this one, Solo?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Right? You guys are feeling it here on a Friday, eh?
Y'all ready for this?
Huh? Oh, hey, little NBA chimes right there. Anytime you got a home team during the month of August playing on a Friday And let me see here. And they're facing a right-handed pitcher coming off a 2-game win streak, and they're allowed 1 run against last game, and they're coming off a night game. 13-3. That favors the San Diego Padres, and I do like the Padres tonight. Let me see here. I like the over better, though. All right, that's when Michael Buffer could still walk. Any good looks in the CFL game? I like Hamilton. I do like Hamilton. I think Hamilton might be my top play this weekend in the Canadian Football League. Okay, little CFL. Play the Hamilton Tiger Cats tonight. And then who are they playing again? I think it's Montreal. No, they're let me see here. Hamilton against Montreal. Les Alouettes de Montréal. All right, let me see here. We're back to my stats and trends. Oh, where am I here? Okay, here we go. We're in Oakland. Oh, we got a couple of stats here. Oh, we got a double Oakland stat here. The Dodgers 9-2 is a road team coming off a game where they allowed 8 runs against. Okay, I like the over in this game. And when Oakland's a home team playing on a Friday night when everybody's all liquored up after a non-division game, coming off a 1-run loss and they're coming off a road loss, 9-2 to the over. I do like that. And finally, the last game on the board, and you can put it on the board, right, Hawk?
You can put it on the board, yeah!
The over 10-2-1 for the Phillies as a road team coming off a loss against an American League East division opponent, and they're coming off a loss to the New York Yankees, and it was a 6-5 loss. I think that was extra innings too. All right, there you have it. That is your 80% club stats. So you know what? Let's get some bonus 80%. Let's get some bonus stats for you guys. Kick off the weekend right. Hey, let me see what I got here. When Andrew Abbott's a homer road team, totals between 8.5 and 9, 110-1 to the under in his last 12 starts. The New York Mets is a road favorite versus an American League West division opponent, 8-2 straight up and 8-2 to the over. And I like the Mets. I like Paul Blackburn tonight. How about down here? Oakland, we got some good Oakland stats to the over. St. Louis stats to the over. Let me see. Baltimore, road favorite the last 2 years of 120 to 140, 14-3. Not bad. And let me see. The Boston Red Sox as a road favorite, and they won their last game by 1 run or more, are 8-2 straight up and 8-2 to the over. And let me see. I do like Boston. All right. Love both, says Solo Rider. All right, guys, you know what? It was pretty good, pretty slow to start off. I think people on the Friday, traveling, weekends here, probably a camping weekend, right? I think only a few good weekends before the kids go back to school and the people are getting in their vacation. But you know what? The show must go on, as they say. And hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. I know you like the pump up music.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, all right. All right, guys, I'll be back on Monday on a cash out Monday. Hopefully you guys make some money this weekend so you can cash out. And again, when was the last time you cashed out of your sports book? And, that's every time I ask that question, I'm sure people are like, yeah, when was the hell the last time I cashed out? And I keep putting money in there, but I don't ever cash out. And you're doing it wrong. Hey, remember, your sports book's not a bank. Hey, you want to put money in, but you want to take money out. That's that's why you took the damn field. Hey, now if you want to crown them,
the Bears are what we thought they were. what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were.
We let them off the
That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown them. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Yeah, one of the greatest rants ever. All right, you know what? On that note, let's have a good weekend, and probably my top play tonight. I think I really like the Mariners under. I think the Mariners under against Philadelphia. It's going to be, 8? Watch it be like 7.5 now when I go bet it. Any good looks for the first 5 innings, says Eric Pompey. Eric, really, you want to go to bed early tonight, Eric? Hey, Eric keeps asking for the first 5 innings. Paul Blackburn, New York Mets. That's what I think, first 5. That's where I'd go. All right, last thing first. Eric, you're killing me. Hey, you're killing me, but I love you. All right, guys, have yourself a great weekend. I'll see you back on a Cash Out Monday. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another edition of the Raymond Report. Have a good weekend, guys.
again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Joe owned the Chiefs.
Owns.
Owns.
I don't know.
Struggling. Can we have fun? You're damn right. I demand that we have fun.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Straight cash, homie.
Holy cow!
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
What the hell's going on out here?
Woo! If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
That's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Let's go to eat a goddamn snack.